All right, so you're prepping for a computer shop manager interview.
And you want to really impress them.
Yeah, you want to blow them away.
Well, you've come to the right place.
That's right. Think of this deep dive as like your secret weapon.
Using RoleCatcher's Career Guide and Interview Guide.
Exactly, to help you stand out from all the other candidates.
It's like having a cheat sheet, but so much more insightful.
Exactly. So before we even get to those tough interview questions, let's just paint a picture. Like, what does this role really involve?
It's fascinating, actually. It's so much more than just selling computers.
Right.
You're responsible for the whole shop's success.
Yeah?
You're managing staff, hitting those sales targets, building a positive reputation, and you got to stay ahead of all those tech trends.
It's like being the captain of a tech-powered ship.
Exactly.
And RoleCatcher's Career Guide really emphasized the rise of e-commerce.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
Like a total game changer. How does that even impact a physical computer shop?
That is a great question. It's a challenge for sure. But it's also an opportunity to leverage online tools to reach more customers, maybe even offer online ordering with in-store pickup.
So smart blending the physical and digital worlds.
Exactly. Think about creating those unique in-store experiences that you just can't get online.
Right.
Like workshops, gaming tournaments, expert advice.
Things that set you apart.
Yeah, make you stand out.
Okay, that makes total sense. All right, let's get down to business.
Let's do it.
RoleCatcher's Interview Guide is packed with common questions.
Yeah, the ones you see all the time.
That computer shop manager candidates always get.
All the time.
I'm ready. Let's dive in.
All right, let's unpack how to approach each question.
Okay.
And even explore some potential follow-up questions.
Okay, perfect. So the first question is, tell me about your experience managing a computer shop.
Classic.
Seems straightforward, but how do we make our answer stand out?
Yeah, don't just list your previous roles.
Fine.
Think about specific examples that really show off your skills.
Okay.
How have you managed inventory, for example? How have you dealt with a difficult customer or motivated your team? And quantify your achievements whenever you can.
So instead of saying, I provided excellent customer service.
Right, which everyone said.
Yeah, I could say, I implemented a new feedback system that led to a 15% increase in positive reviews.
Exactly, much better.
Okay.
Now, be ready for those follow-up questions.
Okay.
They might ask, what were the challenges you faced putting that feedback system into place?
Right.
Or how did you actually measure the success of your customer service initiatives?
So it's about anticipating those deeper dives.
Exactly. Be one step ahead.
Okay.
Now imagine you've recorded your answer using RoleCatcher.
Okay. Yeah.
Their AI can analyze your delivery, your content, everything.
Wow.
It might suggest tweaking your wording to better highlight those achievements you talked about.
Oh, that's cool. So it's like having a personal interview coach right there in my pocket.
Exactly. It's like magic.
Okay. I like it.
All right.
All right. Moving on to question number 2. How do you ensure customer satisfaction?
This one's all about those people skills.
I'm ready. What are interviewers really looking for here?
They want to hear about your approach to handling inquiries, complaints, and even those tech-related meltdowns we've all had.
Oh, yeah.
Highlight your active listening skills, empathy, and problem-solving abilities.
Yeah. So turning a potentially negative experience into a positive one.
Absolutely. Make those customers happy.
Okay.
Now they might ask, tell me about a time you went above and beyond for a customer.
Right.
Have a story ready.
I will.
One that shows how you turned a frustrated customer into a loyal one.
Okay. I'm getting the hang of this. Anticipate the follow-ups.
Yes.
And be ready with those real-world examples.
You got it. All right, let's move on.
Okay.
Question number 3. What experience do you have with computer repairs?
Okay. This is where I can show off my tech skills.
Exactly. Time to shine.
Yeah.
But don't just list every single repair you've ever done.
Go.
Focus on your areas of expertise. Any certifications you have and your general approach to troubleshooting.
Yeah.
Are you awesome at diagnosing hardware issues? Are you a software whiz? All right. Highlight those strengths.
So tailor it to the specific role I'm applying for.
Exactly.
If it's like a gaming-focused shop, I'd really emphasize my experience building custom PCs.
Now you're thinking like a pro.
Okay, cool.
And they might ask, tell me about a particularly challenging repair you tackled and how you solved it.
Okay.
So have that story ready.
A good challenge.
Yeah, one that shows off your skills.
All right, challenge accepted. Let's move on to question number 4.
Okay.
How do you manage inventory in a computer shop?
Ooh, inventory.
This one feels like a juggling act with all those components and gadgets.
It can be for sure.
Coming and going.
But it's all about organization and strategy.
Right.
Explain your system for tracking products, managing stock levels, and forecasting demand. Do you use any specific software?
Okay.
Have you implemented any cost-saving measures?
So it's about demonstrating my efficiency and being resourceful.
Exactly. Show them you're on top of it.
Okay.
And be ready for a curveball, like, tell me about a time you had to deal with a shortage or surplus of a certain product.
Oh, okay.
Explain how you adapted and found solutions.
Okay. I'm seeing a pattern here. Be specific. Provide examples.
Yes.
And always be ready for those follow-up questions.
You're getting it.
Okay.
Now let's tackle question number 5. How do you handle difficult customers?
The dreaded difficult customer, every retail worker's nightmare.
It's a tough one.
Yeah.
But it's so important in any customer-facing role.
Right.
You got to turn a potentially negative interaction into a positive one.
Of course. How do you do that, though?
Share your strategies for staying calm, listening with empathy,
Okay.
and finding solutions that make the customer happy even when they're being unreasonable.
Do you have any tips for staying cool under pressure?
Absolutely. Remember, it's not personal.
Okay.
The customer is probably frustrated with the situation, not with you. Take a deep breath, listen actively, and focus on finding a resolution.
And what if they're being, like, really difficult?
Don't hesitate to get a manager involved
Okay.
or follow your shop's process for handling those escalated situations.
Okay, that makes sense. So de-escalate the situation, find a solution,
Yeah,
and know when to get some backup?
exactly. Teamwork.
Okay.
And be ready to share a story about a time you successfully handled a difficult customer.
Got it. Interviewers love those stories.
They do.
Okay, on to question number 6. How do you promote sales in a computer shop?
Time to get creative.
Oh, yeah.
This is your chance to show off your marketing and sales skills.
Okay.
Talk about strategies for attracting new customers, promoting products, and maximizing those sales opportunities.
So thinking beyond just traditional advertising.
Absolutely. Think outside the box.
Okay.
Leverage social media, run online contests,
Right.
offer exclusive in-store deals, partner with local businesses, get creative.
I love it. Build excitement and a sense of community.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, they might ask, okay, brainstorm a sales promotion for this specific product or target audience.
Oh, wow.
So be ready to think on your feet.
Okay. Challenge accepted. I'm starting to feel like I could handle anything they throw at me.
That's the spirit.
Okay.
Now for our last question in this section. How do you ensure that your computer shop is compliant with data privacy regulations?
This one feels really important, especially now with all the data breaches happening.
Absolutely. Data security is crucial.
Right?
Share your knowledge of those data privacy laws and regulations,
Like GDPR, CCPA.
Exactly. And highlight the steps you take to make sure you're compliant.
Okay, so I'm showing them that I take data protection seriously.
Yes. Show them you're proactive.
Okay.
Do you have a solid data security policy in place?
Okay.
Do you train your staff on best practices?
Uh-huh.
Do you ensure all that sensitive customer information is handled securely?
Okay, so having that proactive approach to data security
Yes.
and being able to really explain those measures.
Clearly and confidently. And don't forget to mention how you stay updated on those changing regulations.
Oh, right, because the tech world moves so fast.
Exactly. And those data privacy laws are always changing.
All right, I'm taking notes. Okay, so we've covered 7 key interview questions,
We did it.
each with potential follow-ups. I already feel so much more confident.
That's great. Remember, these are just a starting point.
Right.
There will probably be other questions specific to the company or the exact role you're going for.
Right, of course.
But having a good understanding of these common questions and how to answer them will give you a huge advantage.
And don't forget about RoleCatcher's AI features.
Oh, yeah, that's a game changer.
Recording your answers and getting that personalized feedback
Yes.
can really take your preparation to the next level.
Absolutely. It's like having a secret weapon
Like a secret weapon.
in your job search arsenal.
Love it. All right. We'll be back in a flash with more insights to help you ace that interview.
Stay tuned. Welcome back. I hope you're feeling ready to tackle those interview questions.
Oh, I definitely am. But before we dive back into more interview prep,
Yeah.
I'm curious about the work environment. Like, what's it actually like
Right.
to be a computer shop manager? RoleCatcher's career guide made it sound pretty demanding.
Yeah, it's definitely a dynamic role.
Okay.
Imagine a bustling retail environment, juggling customer inquiries, managing your team,
Okay.
troubleshooting technical issues, maybe even unpacking new inventory.
Oh, wow.
It's fast-paced, that's for sure.
Sound like you need to be comfortable wearing a lot of hats.
You're a leader, a salesperson, a tech expert, and a customer service guru all rolled into one.
Okay. RoleCatcher also mentioned those long hours and physical demands.
Yeah.
What are some other challenges you might face?
Well, let's be real. Every job has its downsides.
True.
In this role, you'll definitely encounter some difficult customers.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine.
It's just part of the territory when you're dealing with technology.
Right.
Which can be unpredictable. You'll need those patience and empathy skills we talked about earlier.
Right.
To really navigate those situations.
For sure. And staying up to date on all the latest tech must feel like a constant race.
It's true, but that's also what makes it so exciting.
Well,
You're constantly learning, exploring those new gadgets, pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
It's like having a front row seat to the future of tech.
Exactly.
All right, we talked about the challenges.
Yeah.
Let's end on a positive note.
Okay.
What are some of the most rewarding parts of being a computer shop manager?
For me, it's that aha moment.
Yeah.
When you help a customer solve a problem or find that perfect tech solution they've been looking for.
Right.
You're not just selling products, you're actually making a difference in people's lives.
I can see how that would be fulfilling.
Yeah.
And there's the excitement of being at the forefront of the tech world, right?
Absolutely.
Seeing all those innovations firsthand.
You're in the know. Yeah.
Exactly. All right, I'm feeling inspired. Let's jump back into those interview questions.
Okay, let's do it.
We left off with data privacy. What's next?
Okay, let's tackle a question that's all about those leadership skills.
Okay.
How do you make sure your staff is trained effectively?
Important one.
It is, because a well-trained team is essential for a smooth-running shop.
Absolutely. It's about creating that culture of learning and development.
Exactly. Share your approach to training programs, onboarding new hires, and keeping your team's skills up to date with the latest tech.
Right.
Do you offer incentives for professional development?
Okay.
Do you conduct regular performance reviews?
Show
them you're invested in your team's growth.
So it's not just about providing the training, it's about encouraging that constant learning.
Precisely. And be ready for those follow-up questions like,
Okay.
How do you actually know if your training programs are working?
Right.
Or what strategies do you use to get your team excited about those new technologies?
Okay, I'm taking notes.
All right, let's move on to question number 8.
Okay.
How do you handle conflicts between staff members?
Ooh, that's a good one.
It is, because every workplace has disagreements, right?
Of course.
Especially a computer shop with all those strong personalities.
Yeah, passionate about tech.
So true. It's all about creating that respectful and productive environment.
Right.
Even when things get a little heated, this is where those conflict resolution skills come in.
Okay.
Highlight your ability to listen to everyone's side.
Right.
Mediate fairly and find solutions that work for the whole team.
So being a peacemaker and a mediator.
Exactly. Finding that common ground.
Right.
Now, they might ask you to actually describe a conflict you resolve.
Okay.
So be ready with a story.
I will.
That shows off those leadership and diplomacy skills.
All right. I'm ready to channel my inner diplomat.
I love it. All right, let's switch gears to something more fun.
Okay.
Question number 9. How do you stay up to date with all the latest computer technology trends?
Oh, this is where my inner tech geek comes out.
Yes. I love that enthusiasm.
Yeah.
This is your time to show off your passion for the industry and your commitment to always learning new things.
We sure?
Share your strategies for staying informed.
Okay.
Do you subscribe to any industry publications?
Okay.
Attend conferences? Follow tech blogs or YouTubers?
Oh, yeah.
Do you have any favorite websites or resources you rely on?
Oh, I have a whole list, and I'm always looking for new ones.
Perfect.
Is there anything else they're looking for here?
Yes, they want to see that you're not just reading articles passively.
Okay.
You're actively involved in the tech community.
Okay.
Do you have any personal projects?
Okay.
Open source contributions? Or even just online forums you participate in?
Oh, yeah.
Show them you're engaged.
So it's about showing that my passion goes beyond just reading.
Exactly.
I'm actually out there in the tech world.
You're part of the community.
Okay.
Now, let's face it, every customer-facing role has its challenges.
Yeah, for sure.
This one's no exception.
Yeah.
That's why question number 10 is so important.
Okay.
How do you handle those difficult customers?
Ugh, those difficult customers, they really can test your patience.
It's all about staying calm, listening with empathy.
Right.
And finding solutions that satisfy the customer even when they're being unreasonable.
Right. How do you do that?
Do you have any go-to strategies for those heated situations?
Well, I always try to remind myself that they're probably just frustrated with the situation.
Okay.
Not with me personally.
That's a good mindset.
And taking a deep breath and really listening can help a lot.
Those are excellent strategies.
Okay.
But what about those times when the customer is just wrong?
Yeah.
Maybe refusing to accept the facts?
Oh, yeah, that can be tricky.
It can. I've found that calmly explaining the situation,
Okay.
providing some evidence and offering alternative solutions can sometimes work wonders.
That makes sense.
And remember, it's okay to set boundaries too,
Okay.
if a customer is being abusive or disrespectful. It's perfectly fine to politely but firmly step back from that interaction.
Okay, good advice. So finding that balance between giving great service
Yes.
and protecting myself and my team.
Exactly. And be ready to share a story about a time you successfully de-escalated a tense customer interaction.
Got it. Those real-world examples are key.
They are. All right, let's move on to question number 11.
Okay.
How do you make sure your computer shop is profitable?
Ooh, big question.
This is where you show off those business skills.
Okay.
Talk about strategies for maximizing sales, controlling costs, and managing inventory efficiently.
Right.
Have you implemented any successful cost-saving measures before?
Okay.
Do you have experience negotiating with vendors to get better pricing?
So showing them I can think strategically about the whole business.
Exactly, not just the tech stuff.
Okay.
Now they might ask, how would you improve profitability in a computer shop that's struggling?
Ooh, like a challenge.
It is, so be ready to analyze the situation, identify areas for improvement,
Right.
and propose some solutions.
Okay. Sounds like a mini case study.
It is, be prepared.
All right, I'll brush up on those business analysis skills.
You got this? Okay, on to question number 12.
Okay.
What are your long-term goals for this computer shop?
Ooh, long-term goals.
Mm.
Okay, I could do that. What are they looking for here?
They want to see that you're not just looking for any job.
Wow.
You're looking to make a real impact.
Of course.
Share your ideas for growing the business, expanding into new markets.
Okay.
Or maybe even introducing some innovative new services. I think big.
So showing that I'm invested in the shop's success.
Exactly, not just your own personal gain.
Okay.
Now, they might ask, what trends do you see shaping the future of computer retail?
Okay.
And how would you use those trends to benefit this shop?
Time to put on my futurist hat.
Exactly. Do some research on those emerging technologies and market trends.
Okay, great idea. Now, remember,
Yes.
through all these questions, RoleCatcher's AI can be your secret weapon.
Absolutely.
Recording your answers and getting that feedback. It can really refine my delivery and make those answers shine.
Exactly. It's like having that personal coach and tech guru all in one.
Love it.
Now, in our last section, we'll wrap up with some crucial skills and insights from RoleCatcher's Career Guide.
Okay.
That will help you really nail this interview and thrive in this exciting role.
Okay, we tackled those interview questions, explored the world of a computer shop manager, and now it's time to unlock those secret skills that really make you shine. RoleCatcher's Career Guide is our treasure map here. So, what gems did you unearth?
It's amazing how much emphasis they put on customer service skills, those personal interactions.
But making those connections.
RoleCatcher puts it at a whopping 80%.
Wow, 80%, that's huge.
It is. It really tells you something about what's important in this role.
So it's not just about the tech skills.
It's more than that. Think about it. You could know everything there is to know about computers.
Yeah.
But if you can't connect with people, understand their needs, make them feel valued,
Right.
you're not going to succeed in this role.
Okay, that's a powerful insight. It's not just fixing computers, it's fixing customer problems.
Exactly. You're like their tech-savvy friend.
Right, the one they can always rely on.
That's the idea. And remember, those soft skills are just as important when you're managing your team.
Okay, that makes sense.
RoleCatcher highlights administration and management at 61%, and education and training at 59%.
So you're leading a team, motivating them, making sure they have the skills to thrive.
It's like being a coach, a mentor, and a tech guru all at the same time.
I like it. What other skills stood out to you from RoleCatcher's analysis?
Well, sales and marketing came in at 52%, which makes sense in a retail environment.
Right, you got to sell those products.
Exactly. It's not enough to just have great products. You need to know how to promote them, create those enticing offers, and build that loyal customer base.
That's where those online strategies come in, right?
Yeah.
Building an online presence, using social media, it's all connected.
Exactly. It's all part of the bigger picture.
Okay, now amidst all these soft skills, let's not forget the foundation computers and electronics knowledge, 55%.
You got to know your stuff.
You got to know your way around a motherboard. Diagnose problems, offer expert advice.
Right. You're the go-to tech expert.
But with technology changing so fast, how do you even keep up?
That's where continuous learning comes in. RoleCatcher really emphasizes that.
Right. Always be learning.
Exactly. Read industry publications, attend webinars, experiment with new technologies. Never stop learning.
So like a never-ending tech school. New gadgets and software updates every day.
That's a great way to put it. And speaking of learning, RoleCatcher also highlighted critical thinking, also at 55%.
Important one.
It is, you need to be able to analyze problems, troubleshoot issues, and think on your feet.
So it's not just knowing the answers, it's knowing how to find them, being resourceful, adaptable, and always willing to learn something new.
Exactly. You got it. And don't forget about active listening, communication, time management, even negotiation skills.
Wow, this role really does require a diverse skill set.
It does. It's a challenging but rewarding role.
All right, we've covered so much in this deep dive. We explored the role of a computer shop manager, dove deep into those interview questions, and even uncovered some hidden gems in RoleCatcher's career guide. But before we wrap up, I have one final question for you. As technology keeps advancing at warp speed, how do you see the role of the computer shop manager evolving in the future?
That's a great question. I think we'll see a shift toward even more specialized roles, focusing on specific areas like custom builds, AI integration, or cybersecurity.
Oh, interesting.
And the rise of virtual and augmented reality could totally transform the customer experience, creating immersive showrooms and personalized consultations.
It's exciting to think about all the possibilities. So for our listeners out there who are getting ready for that interview, remember this. You're not just applying for a job. You're stepping into a world of constant innovation and opportunity. Embrace the challenges, never stop learning, and always be ready to adapt.
And don't forget about RoleCatcher. Their resources can be your secret weapon throughout your whole job search, from crafting those amazing interview answers to building a standout profile that showcases your unique skills.
It's like having a personal career coach and a tech expert all in one.
Yeah.
So best of luck with that interview and keep exploring the world of tech. We can't wait to see what you achieve.